What is up, budget billers? My name is Trill and we have a lot to talk about in this video today. We have a little bit of relief for Americans in the wake of the stock market, as well as some new $500 stimulus checks that just got approved. We also have updated information regarding the invasion on Ukraine. The Russian troops have almost made it into the capital of Ukraine, and over 100,000 individuals have already escaped for their safety. What does this mean for the United States? Well, they could be coming here in the meantime. Also, guys, we have some good information from the IRS, which means more money into the hands of Americans. But anyways, guys, hey, if you're interested in any of these topics today and you want to be a part of this channel, be so kind and go ahead and subscribe to it. It's totally free. And if you end up liking today's video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Well, guys, the invasion of Ukraine has already started, and Russia is almost have made it to the capital, which is Kyiv. They are expecting the Russians to actually get there sometime tonight, U.S. Standard Time. But anyways, guys, hey, this is really tragic right now for our country, as well as especially for Ukrainians, because they didn't deserve this, guys. And I don't want to get into the politics, but no one deserves to be attacked, and individuals end up losing their lives because of another country wanting to invade it. So, but anyways, guys, hey, we'll just continue to pray for those over there in the Ukraine as well as the Russians, because there have been reports of deaths on both sides, but they could be taking over this country by the end of tonight. Now, it has been reported about 100,000 Ukrainians have already left their homes, as several thousand ended up fleeing abroad, according to the estimates. And then as a result of Ukrainians starting to leave Ukraine and just leaving until the war is actually over, hey, there was a ban placed on all males, citizens, ages between 18 and 60 years old from actually leaving the country. So we've seen pictures in which a father had to kiss his daughter goodbye because he was unable to leave, but his daughter and his girlfriend had to leave the country. This is just sad, guys. It really is. But anyways, males have been banned from leaving Ukraine until the war is over, and they are urged by the President Zelensky to stay and fight for the country Ukraine. Now, what does this mean for the United States? Well, we actually heard from the Senate Minority Leader, Mitch McConnell, in which he put out a statement and said, look, go ahead and ratchet up the sanctions all the way. And as you know, he is a huge military person. But anyways, Mitch McConnell said on Thursday, President Biden should increase sanctions against Russia all the way up after Moscow began a full-scale military invasion of Ukraine. He said that ratchet the sanctions all the way up, don't hold any back. But anyways, every single available tough sanction should be employed, and should be employed right now against Russia. And of course, as a result, hey, President Biden announced some new sanctions as Russia continued to put this attack on the Ukrainians. On Thursday, President Biden issued a new round of economic sanctions meant to punish the Russian President Vladimir Putin for attacking Ukraine. Putin is an aggressor, Biden said. Putin chose this war, and now he and his country will bear the consequences. The administration announced the U.S. will block Sberbank, the largest Russian bank, from accessing the U.S. financial system. It also announced new financial sanctions for VTB, which is the second largest bank, and 3 other financial institutions. The United States and other Western nations agreed to stop exporting high-tech products like semiconductors to Russia. And President Biden said the actions will hamper Russia's ability to do business in American dollars, euros, as well as yen. But the U.S. stands up to bullies, Biden said. He said, we stand up for freedom. Biden repeated the U.S. troops will not be deployed to Ukraine, which is some good news. We don't want to necessarily interfere, but we can go ahead and let them borrow some of our military operations. But anyways, Biden reiterated that we have already sent thousands of additional forces to Germany and Poland to protect NATO's eastern flank. Biden also said that NATO will convene a summit on Friday, and that we'll be there to bring together the leaders of 30 allied nations and close partners to show our togetherness. But what else does this mean for the United States? Well, the White House put out a statement and said that the U.S. is prepared to accept Ukrainian refugees that have fled the invasion. Now, Russia has invaded the Ukraine and estimated that up to 5 million Ukrainians may flee their country. On Thursday, the White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki told reporters that the United States is ready to accept some of those refugees. Now, the U.S. does expect that most, if not the majority, will actually seek refuge in countries that are neighboring to Ukraine, such as Poland. And Psaki said that the Biden administration is also working with the European countries on what the needs are, as well as where their capacity is right now. And since the invasion began on Thursday, Ukrainians fleeing the fighting have entered Poland, Romania, as well as Moldova, and there are centers set up at the borders to provide assistance for these Ukrainian refugees. But anyways, guys, hey, if you live in the United States and you're watching this video, it could mean that we will have Ukrainians coming to our country. Is this a bad thing or is this a good thing? I don't necessarily know, but hey, if you do know, go ahead and let me know down below in the comment section exactly what this means to the United States, as well as how you feel about it. Are you okay with it? Are you upset about it? I mean, these people are in danger right now and they really need somewhere to go, especially if they do not want to be under the hands of Russian President Vladimir Putin. But anyways, let me know what you think about this down below in the comment section, guys. Now, on to some good news, guys. Hey, we do have some information that has just been released from the IRS, and they have stated that they have issued over 22 million tax refunds so far. And here are the average amounts that they have paid out. The IRS has issued over 22 million tax returns worth more than $78 billion, according to the agency, in which they put out a statement on Friday. As of February the 18th, the average refund was around $3,536, which is over $700 higher than we saw on last year's payments, which was around $2,815. According to the agency, they said that you can check your refund status with the Where's My Refund website, which is an online tool by the IRS, as well as you can also use their app by downloading it on your phone, and that app is called IRS To Go app. But anyways, hey, this is some good news because we have constantly been receiving reports from the IRS in which they have stated that they do not have enough employees working right now, and Americans are going to have to wait much longer than previously, in which because they are under a lot of pressure right now. They are still trying to get out the tax refunds from the previous year, as well as they are still trying to distribute those 3 stimulus checks that were provided under President Donald Trump, as well as President Joe Biden. And they are still suffering from all the other issues in which they are trying to get caught up. They have a huge backlog that they are dealing with right now. So seeing this information that they have also processed around 22 million tax refunds so far, even though they still have a lot to go, this is still some very positive news. And if you have already filed your tax return, hey, that is some good information because you can expect to receive your tax refund coming your way very soon. Now, if you feel that you are not needed to file a tax return because of the amount of money that you actually made in the previous year in 2021, hey, I want to remind you that you need to go ahead and check out my previous video, which talks about how millions of Americans are leaving money on the table because they are not aware of the money that was approved in the American Rescue Plan that was signed by President Joe Biden, which means that a lot of Americans who made the same amount can now be available to receive additional money if they file a tax return. So guys, if you haven't watched that video, I would encourage you to go watch my previous video because it talks about those individuals who don't typically file a tax return. You may need to file one this time around in order for you to receive thousands of stimulus money. And in addition to that, guys, hey, we do have some good information because we have another state offering some $500 stimulus checks. According to this article, it says that hundreds more families are set to get monthly income for 2 years. And yes, this information just came out. It says that the mayor of St. Paul, Minnesota, plans to extend a program designed to give low-income families monthly income for the next 2 years. And here is how you can qualify for this particular program. Back in November of 2020, the mayor, Melvin Carter, launched the People's Prosperity Guaranteed Income Pilot Program to give low-income parents the additional income that they need to make ends meet and the dignity to have control over their decisions. Now, money from the American Rescue Plan Act was used to fund this particular program. The first phase of the program sent around 150 families $500 per month for 18 months. Initial analysis shows that about 28% of the funds went to people for food, and 28% went to services, and 24% went to the sales and merchandise. Participants also reported using the funds for expenses like winter clothes and Christmas presents. Now, Eric Hansen, which is the Director of Economic Policy and Development for the city of Minneapolis, explained to a news station. He said that the city was not offered cash assistance in this way before, so this is a pretty unique program that they have right now. So yeah, guys, if you live in Minneapolis, hey, this could be an opportunity for you to receive for your family $500 stimulus checks for at least the next 18 months. Now, in order to qualify, it says that you must be eligible for this program and you must meet the following criteria. And here they are, guys. St. Paul resident. You must be a St. Paul resident with a child with a college-bound St. Paul account. You are not an employee or an elected official in the city of St. Paul. You must have been impacted financially by the COVID-19 pandemic, which it could be being furloughed or laid off or having work hours reduced due to COVID-19. You could be unable to work due to COVID-19 diagnosis for you or your spouse or your partner or for a dependent in your household. You could be unable to work due to the lack of childcare due to COVID-19, or you could be closing or reducing the hours of a business that you work at or the business that you own or you operate due to COVID-19. And those are just some of the requirements that you need to meet in order to be qualified for receiving one of these $500 stimulus checks every single month for the next 18 months. Again, guys, hey, I hope all of this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. Now, if you enjoyed this type of content and you want to see more, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like this video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.